Welcome to another edition of the Waterbury Podcast.
I'm Brian,
I'm Dave.
and you can find us online at wonderberry.com.
You can find me online at Open Darkwing occasionally.
You can find me. I didn't prepare anything this week.
Yeah, shocker there.
Find me filling the pool.
Oh, right, you're filling the pool finally. Is it
Yep.
going to sustain warm enough, long enough?
Dude, I'm coming straight out of my water heater, so the temperature's like 114
Well, yeah,
or
for now,
116.
but dear
And then
Lord, is it starting to get cold again at night?
I do have the heaters. Well, we have supposedly our last day in the 30s. Last night in the 30s.
I'm hoping so, because we had, up here at least, we had, or I should say down here for you, but we had frickin' warnings for frost last night. Like, we're holding off planting stuff because we're still getting frosted mornings down here.
Huh.
And it's starting to get annoying.
We hit 38 last night, but then we're looking at 50s overnight for the next 10 days.
I think we hit 33 last night, which is not good when it's getting this late and we're kind of trying to put out a trying to get garden stuff set up.
Yeah.
Because it's getting real late for that.
Do you have a rain gauge?
I don't have a rain gauge. What I need to do is I wanted to build like an actual full weather station to put up here for like Weather Underground or something.
Dave, we're 40. We need to have rain gauges now. That's the default, like over middle-aged people's default thing. Like, you look at your rain gauge before you go out, so when you don't know what you talk about, be like, how much rain did you get last night? We got about 3 inches.
I do need to put in some sort of rain gauge because we're going to start collecting some rainwater. We're going to be building up a rainwater barrel system for planting or for watering the garden.
Oh, will you come get some of these fucking barrels out of my yard?
Possibly. We're trying to go food grade.
I think the blue ones are. I think the gray one was coolant, but I think the blue ones were food grade.
Interesting.
Well, we'll have to double check. I have so many of them. Because they had a rain collection system half-assed set up here.
Yeah, I think what we want we've got an idea for kind of what we want to do for it. But it should be all right. I mean, we put up trellises yesterday for our for beans and other growy things. Speaking of, do you want some tomato plants? We did a whole bunch of starters, and yeah.
Yes, I do.
We kind of have a shit ton of extras.
Okay.
I will get you a list of what we have.
One of each, please.
Well, okay. So,
or whatever extra you have that you want.
I think I want to say we have 20 or 30 different types. So what we decided to kind of do when it comes down to, well, hang on. Let me pull that back a little bit. See if I can find where Hill sent me the list. Because we did a bunch of starters. We did a whole bunch of different types of tomatoes because we wanted to find out what was good for canning, what we like taste-wise for the different stuff we want to use tomatoes for. Because we don't eat tomatoes plain or tomatoes sliced.
Yeah.
So we're trying to figure out what type we can get rid of. And never sent me the list, but it looks like we might have some Romas and some black plums.
Ooh, I'll take like all of the aromas. I use the shit out of those.
While we're recording, I'll send her a message and ask her.
I had two plants aromas and 2 plants of San Marzano last year, and they could not keep up with me making stuff with them. So I think I'm gonna do maybe 4 of each this year.
Okay.
But
cool.
I don't know. Yeah. Whatever you want to get rid of, I'll gladly take them. I'll get them plant. I got the 10 smaller beds, and I got 3 big beds, and then a huge area to till up still.
Sweet. Yeah, we got 3 other raised beds set in. We're going to be doing what's it called? So we bought some metal raised beds that are like 3 different brands that are kind of cheaper from Amazon, because we've never seen anyone do like a point by point comparison of like the cheaper types and the cheaper brands that you can find on Amazon for raised metal beds. So we bought 3 of them that are like 8 feet long that we recorded setting them up, and we're going to be recording out, the different things we liked or disliked about them and kind of figure some stuff out that way. I think it'd be really kind of cool.
Nice.
Should be fun.
So which one should I get if I start adding more?
Don't know just yet. I helped Hill build them. I don't remember what brands were the ones to stay away from. I know we're putting together a video for it, and I will be plugging this shit out of our gardening channel once we get it up and running.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, no, it's we're doing some good that way. And then I just got a gimbal for my phone, like a little handheld gimbal thing. So I'm gonna start playing around with some more video stuff with gimbals.
Cool.
Because that should be fun. I'm gonna see if I can't get it to work with my with one of my action cams. I think I should be able to clip it to the action cam and run it that way, but I don't know for sure. I might have to bring the action cam up and 3D print a housing.
Yeah, we could do that. So you should be able to do a vlog of making an omelet then?
Omelet? What are those? Oh, I should probably make an omelet at some point, shouldn't I?
I can't believe you've had that fancy ass pan for how many months and haven't used it yet.
Time. It takes time to do that.
It's not bad. If you watch the video is like 4 or 5 minutes. The only
You're gonna
thing
have
not
to
on the
resend
video
that
is
to me
like,
because I don't remember.
okay. It's not a long process. Really.
No, I know it's not a long process, but you're talking to someone that my idea of cooking is throwing something in the microwave for 10 seconds and then running it when I remember to eat. I think I forgot to eat yesterday.
Yeah. I air fried some fish sticks yesterday because it was lazy Wednesday. It was Wednesday, my dudes.
See, I don't even have an air fryer.
It's pretty fucking handy.
What I do have that I need to learn how to use properly is my microwave is also, it's one of those hybrid microwave, is it convection ovens?
Oh, so
No.
yeah, that's an air fryer.
That's an air fryer?
That's all an air fryer is. It's a convection oven.
I thought even an air fryer had. Why did I think an air fryer had some sort of oil in it as well?
Nope. You put oil on stuff and put it in there.
Okay.
Just fast air movement. high temperature, fast air.
Okay. Yeah, I just need to pull out the my instruction manual and figure out how to use it properly. Because now that I know that, I've got some other ideas of stuff I want to try. Because if that's the
Yeah,
case, then I'm gonna go thaw out some of the. I've got some like chicken wings that I want to try messing around with that way.
yeah.
Because I think that would be really good to do.
Let me find you my chicken wing process when I do the air fryer. I think I have it written down somewhere, but I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. But
Okay.
it came out amazing.
Sweet. Yeah,
I've also been experimenting with making like chicken nuggets on the Blackstone.
Oh, how is that working?
Ooh, pretty good. I think I have the breading recipe almost dialed in. Well, it's more of a batter, so they're not like crispy like fried chicken, but it's a gloopy batter. It's more like an onion ring batter, really.
Hmm.
But I've been doing that because I want to get set up to do the hot ones for us.
Yes.
And
Wait till it gets warm. We'll do a pool party, hot ones sometime this summer.
hmm
That would be fun.
yeah, I'll keep working on the recipe. In fact, I might do that again tonight. And I'm tempted to like put the heat right into the batter, like replace some of the water with the hot sauce. See how that works.
Eat. Yeah, I just need to start doing that some more of that stuff. I've been deep cleaning. We started in my final 2 weeks, so my final stuff, I've got a bunch of shit I got to do still. Because finals week is next week.
Oof.
Well, it started kind of this week and then going into next week. It's
So it's kind of
yeah.
spread out.
Hmm.
It's kind of spread out then.
It's sort of spread out, but at the same time, this shit that I got to do is kind of crazy. Um, but it should be fine. But it's still annoying.
Yeah.
One of my projects I'm not looking forward to. I'll put it that way. It's pretty much going through and reviewing what we've done and finding and something that we haven't gone over throughout art history and writing kind of like a proposal system to like make a case for adding this to the whole thing.
Mm.
And it's not terrible, but it is just like that's a 3-page thing that I've got to source everything out, and it's just gonna be annoying as all get out. That's all. But it is what it is, I guess.
hmm
You just kind of go and do it and figure it out. And then my other project, it's just my art project. I already know what I'm doing for that, or for my design project. I've been working on that for a little while now, so that should be easy out. But that one will be done by Wednesday. And then my final exam for art history, as well as the final, like the presentation, is Friday, which I might have to do early because I'm going to be in Chicago next weekend.
Hmm.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
So fun.
We're going to go see Bloodywood again.
Nice.
Yeah, they're kind of awesome.
We've been working on some projects here. I've been printing and assembling miniature Draculas. And
Miniature Draculas.
yeah, it's
Well, that's interesting.
yeah, and it's just me and Christy assembling them, so I have to make every second count.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Okay. That okay.
Well, you're welcome.
Oh man. I don't know why I didn't see that coming.
Because I'm good. I'm really good at what I do, Dave.
I know you are, but I still didn't see it coming. And I should have. That should have been very yeah, I should have seen that coming.
That's prime dad joke when it just slips right into a conversation and you're like, oh, God damn it.
Yep, pretty much. That's no, and those are the best dad jokes. I'll have to admit that, but it's still like Jesus Christ, dude. Ah. So SpaceX finally launched another one of its heavies.
Oh,
Did you see the video of the fairing coming in?
no.
Apparently, so they launched a thing and they launched it like faster than they've launched anything else before. And it was creating like a plasma stream from the fairing re-entering the atmosphere. It was kind of awesome. But yeah, that was a few days ago. They did that. The fallout from the Starship fail has been kind of nasty.
Yeah.
So
They
apparently,
like blew the platform apart.
yeah, it blew the platform apart. That threw debris up to 5 miles away, including shattering. Like I think a big chunk of debris landed on someone's SUV, and then I guess once it started tumbling and spinning, which it holding together while it was tumbling was kind of interesting to watch. But I guess there was a massive delay on the self-destruct to the point where the FAA has indefinitely shut the project down.
Oof.
So I don't know what they're going to have to do for that. But between the danger that was brought up from an insanely subpower launcher, because there was no cooling, there was no redirection, it was just a flat launcher. And come to find out, a while back, Elon had fired the two people that were in charge of the launching thing, saying that he could do it for cheaper and faster. And now we see what happened.
Oh, fun.
Which I don't know. Someone needs to rein him in and tell him, look, some of this stuff that you're doing is just dumb and stop.
Yeah. You know,
Because that kind of stuff creates, I mean, that's what will actually tank a company faster than anything, is getting permanently banned from doing shit.
yeah.
So I don't know what he's thinking or what he's planning or what he's doing, but it's not. He started to take shortcuts for speed and money that should not be taken. And he's been doing that with Twitter since he has been driving that thing into the ground. I mean, what's the latest now is he wants to start charging for use of the API.
Yeah. $42,000 a month.
Dude, he does not realize how much that is going to destroy his platform.
Yeah.
And I don't.
No.
And the only reason why he doesn't know that is because he's fired anyone that would tell him that that's a bad idea.
Yeah. Yeah. WordPress already dropped out.
Everyone's going to drop out. I
Yeah.
mean, there's no one that's going to pay an API fee. No one pays. Companies have tried it before. No one paid for it, and then their shit sank.
It didn't
No
matter.
one pays
Dude,
for APIs like that.
WordPress is like 40 something percent of the internet.
Yeah.
They dropped out, and that's that. Like that would have been the bulk of their share. Like that was that. That had to be the bulk of the share, the API usage.
And for people that don't understand what that does, when you're on an app and you click share and you can click over and share it directly into, or you're on, a website and you see a little tweet button and you can share it directly that way.
Mm-hmm.
That's part of what that goes, that would go away.
Yeah.
Any third party thing would go away.
I'm gonna have some pretty confused and upset clients this next coming weeks.
I don't know if he's just. I don't know. The blue check mark thing was really weird. Like, I understand that, there's that, but still, it's like, and then just arbitrarily the way the labeling of the whole thing with him and NPR was just weird as well.
Yeah, and he's gonna give away their
well, you know where that came from, right? So
why?
He decided to label NPR as state-sponsored media because they're labeling the media places because they receive some funding from the federal government. Even though now it's like less than 0.5%, he still labeled them as state-sponsored media.
Yeah.
And out of protest, NPR just stopped reporting on utilizing Twitter because they thought that was a direct attack that was not reminiscent or representative of what they are or what they do. Because, well, it isn't. And so that was a month or two ago. And so now Musk is pulling the whole, well, if you don't use it, you lose it in the terms of service, and is threatening to give away all of their stuff or take it from them because they haven't used it because they're protesting against Twitter at the moment. Like, how? What? I don't
know.
You're not doing yourselves any favor, dude.
Yeah. Trying to bully people into using your service is not going to work.
You have currently the only easy to use, viable microblogging social media platform. And before people come at me, Chris, Mastodon is not as viable. It is clunky, annoying to use, and figuring out of getting information out quickly. As much as I appreciate decentralized social media, and I think that's probably a good thing in the long run, it's not socially currently viable. It is the reason why the internet moved away from that from back in the day when everything was decentralized. I understand the idea and the safety and security of a decentralized system, but it's not going to work as a Twitter replacement for quick and easy access to information that everybody seems to think and want it to be. And right now, Musk has the only one that's specifically microblogging.
Yeah, he'll He'll kill it.
Yep. If, the decentralization side, I think if they were, I agree with the decentralized side for like servers and control of the information. What I don't like is how they're doing username systems, because
Yeah.
that is and can be very ripe for not knowing, okay, say we have a POTUS, right? So which POTUS is it? Is it which at, POTUS at whatever? Is it whitehouse.com, whitehouse.gov, whitehouse.org, whitehouse. Or what variations and iterations of White House or other things that way. So when you start bringing in custom domains that can be the exact same username with a slightly different domain and you're not sure which one it is, that's going to cause more problems. And I'm not saying Twitter is perfect right now because Twitter's being run by a petulant toddler, but I think that security wise and information and knowing where information is coming from, the username system in Mastodon is the problem with it. The servers aren't so bad. Being able to host your own server for information and all that, I get that, and that's not a bad thing to me. It's everything else that comes with it that I think is a problem. And I could be completely wrong on that, but that's just the way I see it. I think that's from what I've seen of why people, they were excited to go try it because it was labeled as a Twitter clone, and realizing that, oh boy, this is a lot more work and a lot more hoops to jump through than I thought there was. And, depending on the admins, whether or not you can see everyone else's messages or only ones from your server, and trying to figure all that out. And then, it becomes a problem of its own making. And I don't think I don't think anyone's ready for that at the moment.
Yeah. I don't know. I haven't been on enough social media in the last month or so to really care anymore.
Yeah, I know. It's no Facebook.
Yeah. Why can't we just get rid of Facebook?
Oh, and Pornhub has blocked the state of Utah. Do you hear about that one?
Yeah, I saw that. That was pretty wild.
Well, that's what happens when the state of Utah decides that requiring photo ID to visit a website was a good idea.
Yep.
It's like, okay, well, I guess you can't make it illegal. So just make it so that you can't actually unusable, I guess is what that is. Fucking stupid.
I assume that's something you can get around with a VPN though, right?
I don't know. As far as I know, yes. But I believe circumventing laws, I don't know. Like there's some legality issues with that.
Yeah, you know how well that works out. I've spent a majority of my life circumventing laws.
Yep. But then the one person that gets caught, that gets the hammer thrown at him. I mean, if there's one thing that I know for a fact, is that the federal government governments love cracking down hardcore. Like that quote unquote hacker that found out that changing the, what was it, AT&T, he was looking at his thing and he saw his profile. And he was like, I wonder, this is just a string of numbers that shows my profile. What happens if I change the number? And as he was doing that, he was finding out that he was able to gain access to names and address or email addresses of everyone that uses AT&T's phone services on just plain. So he wrote AT&T a letter about that, and they arrested him for hacking.
Fucking AT&T.
Let's see. Was it Weave?
That's one of the companies that I just absolutely dislike and distrust for some reason. Them
Yeah,
and Comcast.
it was AT&T Security to compromise the email addresses of iPad users. He was sentenced to 41 months in federal prison for it.
Oh, jeez.
So, yeah.
John Sinclair.
I mean, he's an absolute trash of a human being anyway, but for what he was arrested for and found guilty of, it's fucking stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Like you find it a vulnerability, like, hey, if I just change this number in a web browser, I can access this. I should let them know about this. And then you get slammed for it. And like I said, the dude didn't do himself any favors. He's kind of a neo-Nazi anti-Semite, but that's not what you get arrested for. That's just means you're a shitty human being.
That should just get you a solid punch in the face and not.
So I can only imagine utilizing a VPN to circumvent laws, what kind of bullshit they'd come up for that, because they will.
Well, hold on. I gotta plug something I found on the internet.
Oh boy.
Dracula Daily. I just thought about this while we were talking about that. Dracula Daily. So the book Dracula was written like a journal, I guess. So they're all like date and time stamped entries. So you can go to, pulling it up, make sure it's Dracula Daily. DraculaDaily.com. Nope.
Oh.
You sign up on the website and it will send you an email with each entry for each day. So you can read the story of Dracula on the days that the events happened in the book.
Interesting.
Which started today. Today's the 4th. So you'll be listening on the... Oh, I don't even know what today is. You'll be listening on the 7th. Dracula started on May 3rd. And it ends in November sometime. So you'll get an email on the days where things happened, and it'll be that section of the book. I think you can still sign up and get caught up. You should definitely check it out. I just got my second email not too long ago, so I'm gonna read another section of Dracula.
I will have to take a look at that because that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
Cool.
Did you know Dracula's business was registered as a sole proprietorship?
I did not.
Yeah, he didn't like having stakeholders.
Brian. You said that whole thing just to set that joke up, didn't you?
But yeah, what?
Oh, my friend. Why do we do this to ourselves?
Yeah, it's all about the setup, really.
Yep. Oh man. Why would you why? No, but that does sound really cool though.
Yeah,
Like all jokes aside, looking at it, that's pretty cool.
yep. I thought it was pretty neat. I signed up, so I'm trying to share it. And I wanted to do that a week or two ago, and then I forgot. So, yeah. It is May 4th today, so
It is May 4th.
Star Wars Day.
Oh, the wife at work. Because, tomorrow being Cinco de Mayo.
Mm-hmm.
So she's been telling everybody happy Cuatro de Mayo and going out. And so I set um I sent her I sent a meme out this morning because I created about this, and I want to send it to you because it's funny, and I want to get your reaction before I say it on the before I say it out loud what it is, because it's way too funny to just let go, and I want to hear you laugh before I say it. It's an Audi Sport Quattro with DeMayo below it. Well, DeMayo because I'm white and it's funny. Just doing the things that old whites shouldn't do.
Yep.
Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
I had almost forgotten about that.
It's not really our thing, huh?
Not really our thing too much.
Yeah. I was gonna try and come in with a Star Wars joke, but I didn't want to force it.
Nope. Yeah, that would have that definitely wouldn't have been so good. Force it. Jesus Christ, dude.
Yeah. Fucking space rednecks. It's it,
No, I think which was more space rednecky? If that's actually a word. That or Firefly?
mm,
I think Firefly was less space redneck and more space cowboy.
yeah.
Like Firefly,
space western.
yeah, Firefly was almost like shot like a Western in space, which is one of the reasons why I didn't think it did as well, is because people didn't quite know what to do with it. I don't know.
Yeah. Space redneck because he's grew up a farmer building shit on his own and hates sand people.
There's that TikTok that was running around for a while where it was saying that that Harry Potter was not original. It was just shitty Star Wars? Do you ever see
Yeah,
that?
yeah, that was great.
When the way he broke it down, it was just like, oh my goodness. It's like realizing watching Raiders of the Lost Ark that Indiana Jones was completely unnecessary for the entirety of the movie. And when you rewatch it and you look at it through that lens, it's kind of stupid and kind of funny because it's like, oh, this is terrible and funny and bad and oh no. Oh, one quick question. Shifting gears really hard off to the side. Does
So our normal thing?
yeah, right? Does your kid like Jurassic Park or dinosaurs?
No, not really.
What?
I wish.
Would he enjoy exhibits about dinosaurs?
Maybe. I would.
So, if I can find events, Science Central down here in October is having what they're calling Sci-Fi Central. And it's their annual celebration of science fiction and pop culture. So the theme for 2023 is dinosaurs and monsters.
Hmm.
Because it's a tribute to the 30th anniversary of the release of Jurassic Park.
Whoa. Hmm. I didn't know Jurassic Park was 30. That's interesting.
Yeah, that kind of made me feel a little old, but then I realized, oh yeah, 1993, that would be 30 years ago. So yeah, Jurassic Park is 30 years old this year.
Dang.
Yeah.
I
There's
don't
some other
know.
good movies that came out in 93. Some crazy good ones that came out in 93. I'm going scanning through right now of the popular movies of 93. So we all obviously Jurassic Park, 'cause we were just talking about that. Body Snatchers came out in 93. Demolition Man with Stallone and Snipes came out in 93. Schindler's List was in 93. Crazy.
Damn.
Groundhog Day, 93. There's some really good movies that came out then. Huh.
Yeah, no shit.
Well, cool. Yeah, no, so yeah, Science Central's having a dinosaurs thing for 30th of Jurassic Park. That one made me feel old this week when I realized that's 30 years old. And the crazy thing about it is it still holds up so good.
Mm-hmm. It's such a great movie.
Like, how does it hold up so well? Because, like, I think it's because most of it was shot practically, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, utilizing full-size puppets for dinosaurs and stuff like that was the way to do it. Couldn't have been cheap for 93 either. But could you imagine if they'd tried to pull off some of the shitty CGI from 90s for that?
Yeah.
I don't think it would have been such a beloved franchise had they done that.
Yep.
Because I think that's why the franchise actually survived so long against the Jurassic World movies was because of how well Park was done. Because it even survived Jurassic Park 3. And that's kind of insane. Because that movie was something else. I don't know. Well,
That's amazing, man.
hopefully this will be my last week of somewhat cohesively coherent for a while, because I know next week I'm going to be absolute wreck.
Yep.
Although it might not be so bad, because we're going to having to record Wednesday, not Thursday, which means one of my classes will be completely done by the time we record next. Speaking of, I got to finish up my project. So much shit to do in so little time. Anyway, until next week.
Yeah.
Unless you have anything else to wrap up with.
No.
Till next week, guys.
Yeah. Later.